Bang! Welcome to Cryptocurrency Blockchain News, your daily cryptocurrency blockchain aggregated news show on YouTube. Look, it's going to be drinking. Look, it's going to be smoking. Look, there's going to be some. Look. So, look. Here come 3. Look, 2. Look, 1. Bang! Welcome, everybody. Black, white, gay, straight, Christian, Muslim, Jew. My name is Shomari Clarke. Welcome to Cryptocurrency Blockchain News, the greatest show on earth. The greatest show. The multiverse. Yes. Crazy the daggone multiverse. Bang! Right with the face right in you. Bang! All right. Greatest in the daggone multiverse. And so we have a great show for you. Bang! Today. Oh, yeah. All right. Actually, it is a great show. It's a nice show. It's an interesting show. It's actually, this is today's show. I'm going to not lie to you. It was a slow fucking news day. I'm not in the shot. There were no, hold on a second. There were no onboardings, really. There were no, government regulations to talk about or anything. So, to say the truth, this is going to be sort of like what I would just talk to you about on a Saturday, this kind of stuff. Still valuable info, but, you know how we do around here. We want to hear about some regulations and some daggone onboardings. But anyways, so, story number 1, VeChain and Oxford University are going to cooperate, are cooperating on, did I forget my fucking lighter? 1 second. All right. So they're cooperating on, getting the blockchain out there and getting it adopted. All right. And then we're going to talk, here it is, buddy. The IOTA guy. Now I always feel obligated to always tell every IOTA thing because that guy complained that time. You didn't talk about the pollen, Shomari. All right. So look, IOTA Chrysalis upgrade. And we're going to talk about the new features. Right? Oh, it's going to be a new experience. Oh, not just features, but an experience. Oh, yeah. It's going to be a fucking experience. All right. And then, but now this is the part I really want to, this is the juice of the day, though. So, the OCC unleashed the American banks a couple weeks ago. So some banks are asking for some clarity. Well, you don't ask for clarity unless you're interested in offering something. All right, so we're going to talk about that. And, that's the juice of the day. The big OCC. Bang! The American banks, baby. All right. So let's begin how we begin. You know how we do. We bang. No, we head over and we check out the market. Get our daily market overview. Just see what's happening in this place. What's happening in the space today. Get a little bird's eye view, right? Before we delve into some stories. All right. So look what we're working with. Tease chain link bumbleclot. Oh, hey. Man, I'm glad I bought those chain link when I did. I'm already doubled up. Bang! All right, nice. All right, well, Bitcoin, $11,624. $24. $11,624. Yes, still nicely above 11. Oh, and just nicely in the 5 digits, daggone. All right, when I left, so Bitcoin is at $11,624. When I left yesterday, we were at $11,270. So we have gone down. Oh, up. My bad. Up. $356, something like that. Great, man. Great. Well, all right. Top 10 of the day, brothers, sisters. Chickens and pigs, cats and dogs. Top 10. Usual suspects. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Tether, Chainlink, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV, Litecoin, Cardano, and Tezos holding on the number 10. Oh, look at Tezos' little move there, 11% up. Yes. All right, market moves of the day. Single digits up, single digits down. Single digits up, single digits down. Right, Cosmos with 15% up right there. All right. Single digits up, single digits down. All right, Maker Ontology making moves. Single digits up, single digits down. Wait. 2. Single digits up to single digits down. All right. Oh, look at you, band protocol. Still on a fucking rampage. That thing. No way. Right? It's been multiple double day digits gains. All right, great. Top 10 loser of the day. You see anything on here you like, go get it because it is on sale. Oh, hey, there weren't even 10. Okay, now I see what happened. There weren't even 10 losses today. All right. Oh, that urine finance thing, yeah. At $5,600. What was that? $32 just a little while ago or something? Dang. Look. There's some ROI like a motherfucker right there. Daggone. All right, top 10 loser of the day. Urine Finance, DAI, Divi, Horizon, USD Coin, Unis Sedlio, OKB, True USD, Binance USD, and Paxos Standard. Let's look at who made money today. Everybody else. Bang. Oh, who's that? Numeraire. Oh, that's a bunch of madness. 137.75% up. All right. Top 10 gainers of the day. Numeraire, Oregon, Exinfin Network, Iris Network, BitShares, Chainlink, Swipe, Ampleforth, IXRLC, and Algorand. All right. Let's look at the total market cap of the day. Well, no, just total market cap. All right, what we working with here? All right. All right. So $359.1 billion. And when I left you yesterday, we were at $344.7 billion. So we have gone up. What was that? About $14 billion. Let's look at the, volume. Let's look at the volume. $103.6 billion. When I left you yesterday, we were at $108.4 billion in market cap. So we've gone down $4.8 billion. All right. Yeah, I see. I think what happened, we've been going up a little bit lately, obviously, as you all can see from your portfolios. And so, I think there was a little bit of profit taking. And then you noticed how yesterday it was kind of all red. Yeah, and then people bought back in right today. Right? I told you guys, don't do that. Do not take out these profits yet. Buying back in, you're going to have to just buy back in at the same price anyway. Just fucking, right? Just hodl. All right. That's how these guys are going to fuck up. They're going to shortchange themselves. And then, I want to tell you this. You're different. You who watch this channel are different than other people. You're here with a market guy, me, right? You're here with a market killer. And so I'm showing you that there is a tsunami on the way, right? And so you see the reason that these guys, the weak hands, keep going in and out of coin is because they don't know that there's a tsunami coming, right? In their minds, they're thinking, well, I'm just so glad that this went up this week. Let me take the money because I don't know if it's going to go up again. Whereas you're different. You know that the shit you're going to go, that you own, if you've been listening to my channel, working product, revenue generating product, you know your stuff is going to go up and it's going to fly, especially when institutions get here, right? They don't know that there's institutions coming here, right? They don't follow stuff like how I teach you guys, like about custody being made and investment vehicles being made and government regulations. They don't know that stuff. All they know is what's going on, like in crypto land, like with this coin, this upgrade and that. They don't know markets, right? That's what this channel is about. It's teaching you markets. So you can see, there's a big wave of money and you're going to hold for that, right? That's why these guys keep getting in and out. Weak hands, because they don't know that they need to wait for a mega tsunami, right? They keep hoping that they can do a sort of a 2017 type bubble, in 2017 when everything blasted off there for a second there in Q4. They keep hoping for that. They don't know that that's never going to happen again. Well, not the way it happened. It's going to happen again, yes, but when the institutions arrive this time, right? And that's the difference. That's what makes you guys smarter than the rest of these, investors that are here in this space, because they don't know what you know, right? They don't know. Yeah, there's a whole market being built around this thing. They don't even know what that is. They don't know what custody is or the importance of it, right? They don't know what the importance of a futures contract is, physically settled futures contract, right? It's pretty pathetic. And so I guess what I'm going to tell you is, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be sitting here, and I know that they're doing it already. There's guys bragging about the money that they made last week and the week before, right? Because there's, these have gained a lot. I mean, fuck, I just told you, I just doubled up my chain link. Fuck, I just bought that, what was that, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that? And if I was a dumb money, if I was a weak hand, well, I'd just take that money out. Be like, look at all the money I made. Yeah, not even close to price target. It's isn't even close, right? But because I'm smart money, well, I know price target's $144. And don't worry, brother, I know you asked me to show people how I do price targets. So I'm going to do that on Saturday, all right? I'm going to do a whole thing about it, right? I've done it before, but I'll do it again. Don't worry. But anyway, yeah, so that's what makes you guys special, is that you're waiting for tsunami money, not this pocket change that these weekends keep scooping up. This weekend, he makes himself, 50 grand and he's running to the bank thinking he's rich. Yeah, that 50 grand would have been 5 million if you just waited. You see what I'm saying? All right, guys. So I guess what I'm saying is you guys are doing real good. And also what I'm saying is don't be a fucking weak hand. And like I've been telling you, I know. Look, I just made about 50, 60 grand off my VeChain last weekend, right? Fuck, it's tempting to take that money, of course. Yeah, but well, my price target's $1, which is going to make me millions. Right? I could shortchange myself, which I guarantee you a lot of VeChain hodlers did. They made shit tons of money because they bought in at 0.003 last year. That shit shot to 2 cents the other day. They thought, oh boy, I'm rich. Because they're dumb money. 2 cents. Motherfucker, price target ain't till $1. So they're going to miss that 98 cents worth of gains. All right, enough. All right, so let's get to the stories. All right. So just hodl, okay, motherfuckers, hodl. All right. So VeChain and Oxford University drive for blockchain adoption with cooperation. So, I mean, y'all know who Oxford University is. Super, super fancy pants. Anyway, so let's read on. Let's check it out. The VeChain Foundation is expanding its cooperation with the University of Oxford. As announced yesterday in a blog post, the Mathematical Institute of the University of Oxford, all right, so they're going to be in the mathematical section of the university, and the VeChain Foundation will offer independent scientific advice. All right. In addition, both partners have published a technical paper entitled Alpha Block, an evaluation framework for blockchain consensus protocols. As the name suggests, the paper aims to provide an evaluation framework for blockchain consensus protocols to enable an assessment of the performance of the consensus model on an industrial level. All right. Big stuff, I guess. Industrial level. Currently, theoretical models exist to analyze the security of a given design, but there's no established way to objectively evaluate the actual performance of a given consensus design. So, this, according to the VeChain Foundation, creates a significant problem in the adoption efforts for the blockchain industry. Ah, that's true. Right. You want to be able to test these consensus models. And if you want industry to adopt these blockchains, well, they're going to need a tool to test them out. It sounds like that's what they're trying to say here, at least for the consensus part. They're kind of going to build some sort of tool. I didn't read this yet, so let's just check it out. The research work, therefore, aims to provide a framework for evaluating the performance of blockchain consensus designs. Yeah, exactly. They're going to give them a framework, as the official announcement states. And this is what the announcement states. It says, the proposed framework will be a powerful tool for both the blockchain industry and academic world to quantify the performance of a particular consensus algorithm under different algorithmic settings and network conditions. Oh, so stress testing, kind of stress testing the consensus algorithms. With VeChain and Mathematical Institute of the University of Oxford's AlphaBlock, blockchain practitioners would be able to try and test their consensus designs without actually implementing it. Oh, that's right. And so it also helps the designers test stuff out before they launch into it and find out that, oops, our consensus model sucks. All right. So AlphaBlock is based on the topological graph model to map the blockchain nodes and the communication between them. On this basis, the communication consists and delays of each new block are quantified, and then the data throughput is evaluated. By analyzing how efficient the bandwidth is used and the latency according to the message delay, the block interval, and the number of rounds before the confirmation of a block, these two quantities are used as the main factors to evaluate the performance of a consensus design. All right. Oh, this nerdy. Look. Right. The paper compares the overall performance of the Byzantine fault tolerance consensus and the Nakamoto consensus using the AlphaBlock framework. All right. Holy shit. All right, let's just read this. It's techie. So, as the VeChain Foundation further explains in the announcement, it has long been committed to improving the underlying consensus of the VeChain Thor blockchain for long-term development and ecosystem robustness. The joint research efforts with Oxford University are just one example of our leadership in this industry. In February 2020, Dr. Peter Zhao, VeChain's lead scientist, and Dr. Shishi Ren, VeChain's senior researcher on blockchain, introduced the POA 2.0 surface consensus algorithm for blockchain networks to make the VeChain Thor blockchain even more attractive for enterprise use. The consensus model presented half a year is supposed to be more secure, use case specific, more adaptive, faster, and less susceptible to hard forks. All right. So the POA 2.0 combines the advantage of the Nakamoto consensus and the Byzantine fault tolerance. Olé! Consensus. The Nakamoto consensus is intended to enable the VeChain Thor blockchain to achieve near optimal throughput and latency performance, while the BFT consensus guarantees uncompromising ledger consistency, security, even while the network is strictly asynchronous. All right, daggone tech, nerd, look. That's it, brothers. Consensus models. Fucking testing them and checking them out and making sure they work good. That's what VeChain and Oxford University are about to do. Let's get the fuck out of here, man. Bang! Get the hell out of there. Here's some more tech nerd talk right here. Always when it comes to IOTA. Fucking IOTA stories, man. Right? What is it about IOTA stories? Like, they never just say, yeah, IOTA onboarded so-and-so. They always have to get into the techie nerd stuff. It's weird. Right? Like VeChain will be like, yeah, this hospital is using MyCare. MyCare is gonna track the patients, the corona shit is gonna track the patients and put their information on the blockchain. It just tells you what it's gonna do. IOTA stories always tell you the tech nerd part of it, like, yeah, it's gonna track the patients through an SQL query symbol through the data node of the blah, blah, blah. Like, you know what I mean? They're telling you how it all works, like, all the time. Like, I don't care about all that, brother. Daggone. All right. Let me get a sip, because I can tell we're about to nerd out right here, too. Actually, I did take a look at this. Yeesh. Always with IOTA, always. Yeah, just tell me what it does, man. Fuck. You don't have to tell me how it all works and everything. Every fucking detail. All right, let's check it out, brothers. Sisters. IOTA announces launch of Chrysalis upgrade that will bring entirely new experience. All right, then. Let's check out the entirely new experience here. All right, what we got? So, the team behind the IoT-focused DLT project, IOTA, has announced that the much-anticipated launch of the first phase of Chrysalis on the mainnet will take place next week. IOTA users can expect to see significant improvements in performance, usability, and reliability. A slew of enhancements. All right, this is probably the nerd talk right here. So, Chrysalis, also known as IOTA 1.5, is an intermediary phase that will ensure a smooth transition to quarter-side, IOTA 2.0. So quarter-side, that is the big thing. That's the big thing. That's the nerd talk you want to talk about. So if you don't know what the quarter-side is, you know, when IOTA first came out and everything, everyone's always been complaining, IOTA is not truly decentralized. It's not truly decentralized. So they started work on this thing called quarter-side. So this thing, quarter-side, is going to make all the tech nerds and the decentralized cult really happy. It's going to make it truly decentralized and save the earth. All right. All right. Bring world peace. Okay, so the first announced back in February, this upgrade derives its name from a pupa that is undergoing transformation into a moth or a butterfly. Oh, I see. Some sort of caterpillar type thing. So, the release strategy for Chrysalis, which was published in May, defines two phases of the upgrade's rollout. The first phase will result in reduced confirmation times and faster transactions. Remember, we read that they did the test on it, and I think it said that they got, I don't know, like 1,000 transactions or something a second or something. The first phase will result in reduced confirmation times and faster transactions because of a new feature called auto peering. Yes. The process of setting up a new node will take less time. So auto peering, you know, IOTA is going to be used in Internet of Things devices. And so if I'm a factory, if I'm a business, a company, right, and I have a factory, and I have all these IoT devices around. It auto peers. So I just turn on the device and it logs in. Kind of. I don't know if I'm using the right terminology, but it just attaches to the tangle. So it's like when you turn on your Bluetooth at home, right? All your Bluetooth shit. Like if you turn on your Bluetooth on your laptop, right? How it shows all the Bluetooth stuff in your house, right? And then you can pair with the one you want to use that time or whatever. I guess kind of like that, right? Auto peering. So auto peering, right? This is auto peering. So you just turn it on and it'll find another IOTA Tangle enabled devices and start doing what it's built to do, right? Send the data. So further performance enhancements as well as tokenized assets will come with the completion of the second phase. By transitioning from quantum resistant Winternit's one-time signature WOTS to the ED25519 signature scheme. Holy. IOTA will also support reusable addresses. All right. So in late June, IOTA co-founder Dominic Schiener described the progress of Chrysalis as absolutely amazing, noting that the network's throughput has reached 1,000 transactions a second. All right. So here's some sort of chart here, confirmed milestones. What is this? Oh, so the top one is transactions a second. The purple is transactions a second. Blah, 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 blah. What's this? Confirmations. Anyway, whatever, man. Look. Let's move on. Fuck. Techie shit. So IOTA Foundation developer Hans Moog explained that the audit and testing took a bit longer. which explains a slight delay in the mainnet release. And this is what the guy says. It looks like the audit and the testing will take a bit longer than expected. But we're talking a few days or weeks extra, and not like a huge delay. So, personally, I've said on this channel since the beginning, I'd rather you take a long time to make sure that your systems, make sure that your product is good, than you release something and then, kind of you release something and, there's some sort of failure or something, and that's the things that people remember. I mean, when EOS first came out, right, and then it kind of fucked up after their mainnet, right? They didn't, the people didn't vote, right? 15% of the people were supposed to vote on something, and then, I don't know, I guess some guys were causing some trouble, so then EOS closed 7 people's accounts or something like that, right? Showing that it's not truly decentralized if they can close the accounts and all this crap, right? And so you see the things I remember about EOS is just all the crap I've heard, right? And so you want to always come out with a product that works, right? So that people aren't just remembering the crap, right? That's all I remember about EOS is all that crap. All right. And so, like I said, I'd rather them take their time, like the Cardano thing, right? People have been, Hoskinson, come on, man, come on, man, come on, man, come on, man. He's just like, look, wait, fuckstick. All right, I'm coming out with a superior product. All right, he doesn't give a shit about your little coin going up 10 cents so you can make a couple bucks. He gives a shit about building a world-class product that is going to last into the future, right? All right, so IOTA 2.0. With Chrysalis, IOTA is inching closer towards courticide, in which a centralized coordinator will be removed from the mainnet. Honey is the third and final phase that will lead to IOTA 2.0, will be the first version of the fully decentralized network. Oh, that's it. And that's it. Bang! All right, so there you go. So, all right, so there, it's going to be a slew of enhancements, an entirely new experience. It took a little longer than they thought for this phase, because remember we read the phases, right? There's pollen, nectar, and honey. And so that's what it said down here, right? Right at the very end. It said, where was that? Honey, right? So honey is the last phase. So the phase that we're in now is called pollen. And this is just testing out all the little parts and all the little pieces. Then they go to nectar. And nectar is the phase where they're going to, I think they said they're going to pay hackers to try to hack it, right? Bug bounties and just stress test this thing. Just stress testing, put it through its paces. You know what I mean? Just throw everything in the kitchen sink at it and see if you can mess it up, right? So you can repair whatever. And then the final thing is this thing, the honey, which is that's the true courticide, yes, it's finally fully decentralized and blah, blah, blah part. So, IOTA hodlers, all these upgrades are on the way. Everything's looking good. Yeah, so far so good. Accumulate. Because when Chrysalis comes out, yeah, you know what's going to happen. Anyways, you got to accumulate right now anyways, boys, because look, smart money's on the way. And look what I just read you yesterday, right? The whole European Union is about to basically sort of fund IOTA in a way to do the stuff that they want them to do. Like, I mean, obviously they have to pay IOTA to do what they want them to do, right? I mean, if you want IOTA's Tangle, you got to pay to use the Tangle, but it's beyond paying to use the Tangle. They're paying IOTA to even just test stuff out, right? I'll tell you this. IOTA is the de facto, I think you can call it like this, the official blockchain of the European Union, right? Well, it's not a blockchain, it's a Tangle, but you see what I'm saying? The official distributed ledger technology provider of the European Union. Yeah, IOTA. in my mind. I'm just saying that that's just Shomari saying that. But look at all the things the European Union is using them for, right? It's not just Germany using it or France using it. It's the whole European Union, right? The federal government. And so, like I said yesterday, what we read yesterday, yeah, that would have been the same as if the American government said, all right, Cardano, you're our, we're going to pay you to test stuff to see if you can help us, and then pay you to help us once you find something you can help us with. You know what I mean? That's the level. And so, fuck IOTA holders, be happy, be proud. Bang! That's good shit. I mean, IOTA, honestly, IOTA's got the best onboardings in all this space. I mean, VeChain has the most onboardings, right? Like, they are just onboarding fucking company after company, and they keep coming out with their products, right? The MyCare thing, that's the coronavirus thing that we've been reading about a lot lately. They have the daggone it, I can never remember this name of this thing. It's the one where they used to track stuff. My Story. It's called My Story. Boom, and that My Story product is being used all over the world. But I have to say, if it comes to the strength of, and VeChain is also on the Belt and Road Initiative. Yes, they're also with the Shanghai thing we read yesterday. Was it the day before yesterday? So government contracts, but the biggest contracts so far in this space, this crypto space, are IOTA contracts, right? They're European Union wide, right? For the mining industry of all of Europe. That's it. It's going to be on the IOTA blockchain. Tangle, right? It's not a blockchain. It's called a Tangle, a DAG, right? 95% of the transactions, consumer transactions, are soon going to all be verified and secured on the Tangle, right? That's mega. There's no company out here with bigger onboardings than that. You see what I'm saying? It's countrywide, European Union wide. Those IOTA onboardings, man. And yeah, so all right. Let me get a sip and then we'll move on. Actually, we'll move on and then I'll get a sip. Let's see what we got going on here. Bang! Post OCC decision. U.S. banks demand clarity for Bitcoin and crypto custody. So, as you know, we read about around here. And like I told you, this is the best news we've heard out of crypto land ever, is that the OCC, for those of you who don't know, the OCC is the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency here in America. Wow. The Office of the Comptroller of the Currency said, hey, every bank in America, you can now custody crypto. Bang! Oh my gosh, that's so huge. So huge. And so the world knows. I even have another story now. Another story about, other countries, now that the Americans have been unleashed like this, yeah, they're starting to unleash their banksters. You'll see. Oh, I read one the other day, didn't I? Yeah. What was that shit? Right? They know now. They the South Korean bank, right? Yeah. Nah, these fucksticks know now. Oh, all right, let me get a sip. Let me read. You know what I mean? Just unleash the whole banking system of America on the space. But like in reality, let's get to reality though. Well, banksters want more clarity. What do you mean we can crypto? How do we have to crypto it? What are the consumer protections we have to put in place and all this? Like, remember, they don't know how crypto is, right? It's not like custodying stocks or bonds. Everyone knows how to do that. This stuff is different. And so, contrary to what you see in Hollywood, banksters and stock market guys, they're nerds, like they're a bunch of number crunchers. They're a bunch of fucking accountants, basically. And, I know you see those movies, Wolf of Wall Street and shit like that. Yeah, that guy was a crackhead weirdo, right? Who got a Series 7 thing and just went crazy. But the reality of Wall Street is more like the movie The Big Short. Have you ever seen the movie? Go watch the movie The Big Short. That's Wall Street. You see that guy that Christian Bale plays? That's Wall Street. A fucking nerd, writing down math equations on some board. If we do this and the market moves this way, but then I hedge this with an option from it. That's really Wall Street. Math nerds. Okay? The Wolf of Wall Street stuff, that's not Wall Street. That's why they made a movie about him, because it's so crazy. Right? If they made a movie about Wall Street guys, yeah, it'd be fucking nerds who've never had a drink or smoked a joint in their life. All right? That's the reality. And so you have to understand that. And so banksters, like, don't get me wrong, they do crimes, but they do nerd crimes, like they'll, fudge the numbers here or something. Like, it's nerd stuff, it's like, like cook the books, because they're accountants. These guys are mostly accountants. And, so they know how to cook the books and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And so those are the real criminals on Wall Street, right? Like, and then that's the truth, okay? And so, oh my gosh. So what are you saying, Shomari? So what I'm saying is, don't be surprised that they want clarity, right? They want to know, well, what can I do? Because once you tell them what they can do, all right, well, they'll just rock that, like, that's really how banksters and Wall Street guys are, because they know they'll make all the money. So just tell us how we can make it, and then they unleash and go fucking tear the place apart and make it, right? All right, let's read. All right, let me have a sip actually first. Yeah. I know people always think, they're like, oh, banksters. Look, dude. Most banksters and rich people are fucking nerds. Yeah, you come here to South Beach. Yeah, they all have their Rolls Royces and their Lambos and all that. Yeah, you know how they got it? Yeah, because they have a brain. Yeah, you don't just get that shit being a fucking high school dropout. You know what I'm saying? They're smart. Right? And, yeah, they just kick ass, right? Anything legal, they just kick ass at it. Anyway, all right. Let's go now. Yeah, when you're here in South Beach, you're listening to this millionaire laugh about how he's got his money hidden over there. Well, how do you think he knows how to do that? Yeah, because he's fucking smart. Wow. He's smart. That's how he got the money. And then he uses smart people to hide the money. That's the better way to say it. He doesn't know how to hide it. He had to hire some lawyers. Don't worry, I'm going to bring those lawyers in here to show us how to do that. Well, we're not doing all that. We're not hiding money, but we're going to do some stuff. I don't know. Well, it's up to you, but we're going to learn some stuff here. But anyway, all right, let's just read on. As reported by CNF, the U.S. Office of the Comptroller of the Currency made a groundbreaking decision last month in favor of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Bang, bang. That's the big juice. All right, allowed American banks to custody crypto if they so choose. Perhaps one of the biggest decisions on this asset class made by a U.S. federal regulator, the OCC granted permission for the custody of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies to banking institutions licensed in the United States. But, in other words, they just unleashed the banks on the crypto market. That doesn't mean every bankster is going to want to do it. So you have to be a little realistic. But like I said, these guys are kind of nerdy guys. Like, they don't, hedge fund guys are more cowboy-like, But regular banksters aren't really like that. Banks in the United States have responded positively, but are demanding greater clarity on the OCC's decision. The regulator opened a public consultation. Advance notice of proposed rulemaking that ended on August 3rd. So what's called public comment. So in America, well, and in your country, I'm sure, whenever your government wants to do something, there's always something called public comment. public comment, right? In other words, the public always gets to say something about whatever's going to happen. So in whatever city you live right now, maybe your government wants to open a park for children in some part of your city. Well, do you know that usually you get 30, 60, or 90 days to comment on that, right? It's your money. It's your tax dollars that are being used to build the park, so you get to comment on whether you like that park or not, or whatever you want to say about it. And, well, that happens in everything. It also happens in the banking world, right? When the Winklevoss kids apply for an ETF from the SEC, yeah, all of us, every American, yeah, we all get to comment on it if we want. I tell them, fucking let's go, fuckstick. But obviously I don't get into that. But yeah, it's called public comment. And all right, and so this is what they did. They asked the banksters, they gave the banksters, hold on, let me read it again. The regulator opened up a public consultation. It's called public comment. And that ended on August 3rd. So a bunch of banks got to, well, not just banks, everyone, the whole of America. Anyone, if you're an American, you got to do this. And you get to write in and say what you think or ask questions and blah, 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 blah to your government. Those government officials, well, they're your officials. You pay them. It's your tax dollars that pay them. So they have to answer you and stuff, right? It's called public comment. Or here in this article, it calls it public consultation. So they opened it up till August 3rd, and there are about 12 banking institutions that have brought their concerns and interests in offering custody and other crypto services to the OCC. So 12 banks answered made inquiry. In total, the office received more than 90 responses from private entities and companies with or without ties to the crypto industry. Yes, a lot of think tanks asked questions. A lot of people did. It wasn't just banksters. Because, like I said, it's for everyone. It's for the public. It's for America, right? Any American, you're allowed to give your public comment. You're allowed to ask a question. They have to answer you. Right? And they take your comments into consideration, right? So, Grayscale, Coinbase, TransferWise, Ripple Labs, and Consensus are just a few of the names that have raised their voices. Wow. All right. Also, one of the respondents was none other than the tech giant Google. So, Google asked a question about it, who urged the regulator to take a more active role in the industry. Google believes that hackathons, in-house prototype programs, competitions, and other activities are needed to drive development. All right. So for its part, Consensus highlighted, oh, yeah, and so, these are public comments, so you as the public, well, you're allowed to read them, right? And so that's what we're reading here. So we're reading a bunch of public comments. So for its part, Consensus highlighted the uncertainty and associated risk that traditional financial institutions perceive when attempting to approach cryptocurrencies. The inability, and so this is what they say, Consensus says, the inability of many blockchain and digital asset companies to obtain bank account hinders fintech innovation in the United States, resulting in a barrier to further adoption and crypto-related activities in the banking industry. Wow, they're not going to have to worry about that anymore, are they? Now that you can fucking custody it. So Coinbase, Juan Suarez also highlighted the uncertainties surrounding crypto activities, and he said in his public comment, he said, although these services such as borrowing, lending, and remittances are permissible activities for national banks, there remains some uncertainty as to whether the provision of these services using cryptocurrencies is authorized. All right, whatever. So U.S. banks uncertain about Bitcoin custody. On the bank side, the response of the American Bankers Association, ABA, again highlights the lack of comfort of these institutions toward the crypto industry. Without a clear regulatory framework and robust laws that can provide safeguards, the ABA expressed effective policy analysis on crypto assets is essential to maintaining banks' capacity to innovate, but it may be inhibited by the lack of common terminology, a common taxonomy, and understanding of crypto assets' risks and features, broadly consistent and coordinated across all the relevant regulators, is essential to fostering prudent innovation without a sound risk management framework. Exactly, and that's the problem, right? Like, that's the fucking problem. Like, there's a lack of the common terminology, right? You need the SEC. What are these motherfucking things? What is a VeChain? We want a common terminology for what a VeChain is. We want a common, so here in America, we have a common terminology for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Yeah. Commodity. We have a common understanding, and they're taxed as property, right? So even though the OCC, so what this guy's kind of saying is, yes, we're happy that the OCC is allowing us to custody the stuff, but until the SEC tells us what they are, gives us a common terminology and a common taxonomy, well, and that's the IRS going to tell you what they're going to do and all that, the taxes, they're still a little hesitant. Actually, it sounded a little bit more than just a little hesitant. They still have a lot of questions. Let's put it that way. The banksters have a lot of questions. All right, we can custody this crypto. What does that mean? All right. And so, but still, the OCC thing was the best thing in the world. These questions will be answered soon enough, and bang, these are just simple questions. These aren't, this isn't something to worry about. Like, what do you mean, Shomari? So the banksters aren't coming? No, they're coming. They just want a few more little questions before they get here, right? That's all. Don't worry. Oh, yeah, don't worry, brother. You think these banksters aren't coming? They're fucking coming. They just want to make sure they don't get arrested for what they do with the shit once they decide to unleash. All right, look. Probably not arrested, fined. The ABA added that regulators taken to court. The ABA added that regulators have to reach a common understanding to prevent regulatory inconsistencies that could lead to sanctions. Excuse me. That's what I'm saying. They don't want regulatory inconsistencies. Like, they don't want to say, well, the OCC said it's good, but then the SEC says, yeah, but you're not allowed to do that. Right? Like, you're allowed to custody. That's not a problem. That's law now. That's the law of American land. But say you custody, I don't know, Algorand or something, and you custody it wrong, I don't know, you can get in trouble, right? Like, oh, that's, the SEC could fuck with you about that. And so they don't want regulatory inconsistencies. They want all the agencies, the SEC, the CFTC, FinCEN, FINRA, OCC, all of them to be on the same page about what deregulated cryptocurrency, not deregulated, that's not the real word, sorry, about they want them all on the same page about what a bank can do with crypto, what a custody company can do with crypto. I don't know, even something like how much insurance you need for the crypto in custody and all that kind of stuff. Like all these little tiny details now. You see what I'm saying? The OCC said, look, oh yeah, we're going to unleash you. But now the banksters are like, well, but just give us the finer details. Okay, so while the OCC decision is positive, the ABA is making clear that additional steps will need to be taken to encourage the adoption of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So those are the additional details. They want the fine points. Like I said, these are banksters and market guys are not what you think, like in the movies. Like, I know a bunch of guys here. I told you my buddy, actually one friend of mine, he's an options analyst for he's the most nerdy fucking guy you ever meet, right? Like it's not like the movies. Not at all. Not even close. You know, most of those kids you see on Wall Street trading in the pit on the Bloomberg terminals, yeah, they're mathematician students. Yeah, math students. Yeah, fucking number nerds, man. And they just get into stocks. You know, Wall Street always poaches them. Wall Street goes to Harvard and Princeton's math classes every year and invites these math kids in. Yeah, but the math kids, they didn't become mathematicians to be Wall Street guys. They did it because they like math, right? And so they end up working on Wall Street for 4 or 5 years. Fucking, they make a bunch of millions, and then they go off and do their math nerd stuff, or start their own funds or different things like that. Anyway, so they want additional steps that will need to be taken to encourage the adoption. So, and let's go down here. Dispelling regulatory uncertainty among different regulators seems to be the first step. Exactly. And that's what I just told you. The OCC can say, hey, guys, you can do whatever you want. Yeah, but the SEC might come around and say, hey, man, you're not allowed to do that. Right? Like, you're not allowed to do. The SEC can't tell them they're not allowed to custody. The OCC already said that. That's the OCC's jurisdiction. But what are you allowed to custody? Well, that's the SEC's jurisdiction, right? And so you want the SEC and the OCC. Well, the OCC has made its decision. We're going to allow banksters here in America to custody crypto. Now the banksters are pretty much saying, well, thank you, OCC. Now what the fuck is the SEC going to say about this? I guess is kind of the way to say this, is the gist of what's happening here, right? Sure, I can custody this, but if I custody VeChain, what does that mean? Because VeChain's not regulated here in America, right? You can custody Bitcoin and Ethereum. Sure, that's regulated. But what if a client of mine wants to custody a bunch of IOTA, some Singularity Net, some Chainlink, some fucking Stellar, the fucking Tron, whatever, right? Yeesh. They're afraid. They don't want to, get in trouble. Well, it's not just getting in trouble. Plus, it ruins your bank's reputation. I mean, that's the real thing. These banksters. Anyways, so dispelling regulatory uncertainty among different regulators seems to be the first step. Exactly. Everyone's got to be on the same fucking page. So according to Avanti Bank and Trust CEO Caitlin Long, of the 50 U.S. states, only one has offered clarity. I know. As Long stated via Twitter. She said that, check out what the American Bankers Association said about crypto in its U.S. OCC comment letter today. Not opposing anymore, now seeking legal and regulatory clarity. Exactly. The banksters are not opposing crypto anymore. Now they are seeking legal and regulatory clarity so banks can participate in the daggone crypto space. But Wyoming is the only U.S. state that has already clarified. Exactly. We read about Wyoming I think in 2018. Remember, we read about that congresswoman. I mean, obviously, you had to be here way back in those days. But there was a congresswoman. She talked about how Fidelity was coming into Wyoming. And she spilled the beans that Fidelity was going to offer pensions and stuff, which we're still fucking waiting for, daggone. What the hell's taking so long? But yeah. But anyways, 49 more to go. So anyways, bang! So what does this all mean, Shomari? What it means, brothers, is the banks are ready to come. But they just, they want the rules right. They don't want to get in trouble. Right? The OCC says you can custody, fine. You start custodying, doing all sorts of crap, and then you get a tap on the shoulder from the SEC saying you've done something wrong. So they don't want that. They want thank you, SEC, and then they want the OCC, and then they want the SEC to come on with their rules. So now they know what to do. It's called regulatory clarity. They want regulatory. Oh, it says the word clarity right here. They want greater clarity. right? Just tell them what to do and they'll do that, right? But they want in this space. You see what I'm saying? They want in this space, just in a regulatory compliant fashion. And that's what I've been telling you here. It's really the SEC's fault. You know, the CFTC has said things are fine. You know, they've allowed futures contracts with Bitcoin and Ethereum since 2017. The OCC finally made this decision, and like I've been telling you guys for the past couple of weeks here, it's all about the SEC. Right? The SEC's fucking up. Right? It's all about the SEC just needs to give regulatory clarity on what these are, how do we define them, and let's go. So, and so let me leave you on this note with this story is that it's amazing that a bunch of banksters actually reached out and, you know, if I'm going to ask you, well, how do I do this? How do I do that? Well, it means you want to do it, right? If you weren't going to do crypto, you'd just be like, oh, who gives a fuck? But the fact that these banksters reached out and wanted a little clarification is a very good sign. Very good sign indeed. All right. Let's move on. But what we got here? Whoops. What we got here? We got Juan S. Kitagui. IOTA Argentinian Community Cluster. Oh, yeah, brother. Bang. All right. Let me see, brother. Bang. Got a cluster. Ivan Czar. Oh, yeah, I talked to you today, brother. All right. English-Hungarian technical translator and gaming blockchain tangle enthusiast. Nice. Let me see, brother. Bang. IOTA Power followed me. IOTA Foundation, IOTA.org. IOTA Cafe, IOTA Cafe. IOTA Industry, IndustryMarketplace.net. Oh, wait, what? IOTA Roadmap. Oh, okay, these guys just, I see. And Tanglebeat, Tanglebeat.com. All right, IOTA Power. Look. There, brother, see, brother. Bang. Hope you enjoyed the story we talked about tonight. Walter. All right, let's go with the big old gun right here. Love, brother, see you, brother. Bang! True American right there. Look at it. That's America right there. There's a big old gun in your face. Love, brother, see you, brother. Bang. All right. Walter. Fucking nice 45 Glock and a fucking can of Budweiser. It's America, baby. Look. All right. Let's go. We got a bunch of miscreants around these parts. Let's go. Brent says, Spy Lady, Levy Lady, See You Lady. Bang. Bitcoin gone. Wow. Love, brother, see you, brother. Bang. Edward Dicko and the Dicko family. The family that cryptos together stays together. Look. Good Americans. Love, brother, see you, brother. Bang. VeChain. Steve. Oh, look at everyone just pimping out all their V's. They got the V's everywhere. All right. A blockchain development in progress. PET. All right. Bang. See you, brother. Beautiful brales. All right. Levy, brother. See you, brother. Actually, I know you're a lady now, so Levy lady. See you, lady. Bang. What's this? Tangle Judge. I kept dreaming of a world I thought I'd never see. And then one day I got in. Infinite possibilities. IOTA token. Yes, brother. Gobble that up. Fucking accumulate, brother, because those are some serious European Union contracts. That's government-wide. That's the whole thing right there. So, bang! See you, brother. Papa V. Oh, he changed his shit? What does he got here now? Anyways. Look, Papa. Love with the sea, brother. Bang. Robbie Hardaway. Love with the sea, brother. Bang. Black Mamba. Love with the sea, brother. Bang. Oh, yeah, someone just came to my door. Yeesh. All right, hold on. I'm in mid-bang. Hold on. I'll be right back. All right. Where were we here? All right, where are we at? Oh, Dr. Vikas Diocha. All right, let me see, brother. Bye. What's that here? Hodl IOTA. Think future. Definitely indeed, brother. You're thinking the future. You're hodling. Bye. Good call. Bye. See you, brother. IOTA is the future. Well, it's going to be part of it. That's for sure. I don't know about the future, but it's going to be part of the future. So it's going to be part of the future. Bye. See you, brother. Bam. See you, brother. Bye. Joe. Well. IOTA strong. Yeah. Whoops. Yes. Ha. Let see you, brother. Bye. IOTA enter peace. Okay, so people, they just came for the IOTA story I told yesterday. All right, what does this guy say? We love Earth, a network supporter with Hornet node. All right, labor the sea with a bye. Oh, we got more. Genja, labor the sea with a bye. And this son of a bitch right here. Son of a bitch, look, bye, look, bye, bye. Here. Got you wrong, guys. Let's see, brother. Bye. And again, thanks for helping me setting up that node. All right. DK, CCA3. Oh, he's got the VeChain thing here, too. Crypto. Okay, here's his thing. BTC, VET, ADA, ICX, ENJ, Theta, ZIL, Mana, MMA, languages, food, 90s, workout. All right, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. You're sounding good right there, brother. Let me see the bye. God dang, yeah. Let me see, brother. Bye. Junk food chef. Man, I ain't got no bio. Well, bye. There you go. We got a bang anyway. Michael, IOTA. Yes. Not going to hurt, brother. See you, brother. Bye. Oh, yeah. We got fucking all manner of IOTA lovers. That's what happened. All right. IOTA Bull Run 2020. Most likely 2021, brother. Look. Oh, look at him. IOTA. He's got the pollen. Bang. The nectar. Bang. The honey. Look, look. And then the massive chrysalis. Yes, the final countdown has started. Oh, you daggone right it has, sir. Like, retweet, and follow me together. We bring IOTA to success. Well, I'm not sure you're part of the IOTA team, but yes, it'll help your wallet out. It'll help your portfolio out. Bye. Lorna Downs. Yeah, she got herself some. What'd she get yesterday, right? She got, ADA. Yeah, it's good listener, she says. Good, Lorna. Love you, girl. See you, girl. Bye. Having a good time in the chat with DP and fucking Edwin and everything. Yeah, it's good stuff. Deep Entertainment. Soul, brother. Look. Let me see with the bang. All right, let's do this Forex stuff. Actually, I'm not doing anything right now this week again. Second week in a row. I know, because there's nothing. So I'll show you why. Let's look at the. Well, I'm not doing anything yet. Let me move over here so you can see. All right, so you see the trend scanners. Trend scanners looking real good. You can see the Canadian dollar is kicking some ass. So here's the British pound against the Canadian dollar right here. Where else? Here's the New Zealand dollar down against the Canadian dollar. Euro down against the Canadian dollar. US dollar down against the Canadian dollar. The Canadian dollar up against the yen. So the Canadian dollar is powerful. So I'm going to probably look into some Canadian dollar trades tonight. But that's it. I'm not in anything right now. Yeah, that's really all there is to say. There's not much to say right now. The Canadian dollar is the strength. And then it looks like the yen is the weak. You see that everything is up against the yen. So I'm probably going to take a CAD JPY right here. I'm going to take this trade, probably the Canadian dollar against the yen tonight. And then we'll just see. I'm not in any hurry. I don't really give a fuck, I'll tell you the truth. Fuck, I made so much money off my crypto going up lately. Sag on. I really just hope this crypto would just hurry up and... Anyway, that's a whole other thing. So anyway, and that's it. There's nothing to really talk about. All right. So let me just move my head back to, whoops. Oh, I moved the whole thing. There we go. Let me move my head back. All right. Let's move on. And then we got Luke. All right, this is the last one. Bitcoin Kong. That was all the miscreants, right? Oh, there's Van Breen. Van Breen. Love brother, see you, brother. Bye. And he's got his V's. Look at all you guys pimped out with your V's. All right. Let's go like this. Luke, VeChain's going to help with the Oxford University cooperation. Your VeChain's going to be like, look, boom. IOTA Chrysalis is coming. Boom. And the U.S. banks, well, here they come. Boom. All right. Bang. All right, that's good enough. Bang. Let's go. Bang. All right. So, welcome back. So, we had a great show for you today. Bang. Naturally. So, VeChain and Oxford University are cooperating. I mean, it sounded quite specific, didn't it? I mean, it sounded, they're building this thing or something for the for companies and wannabe crypto guys to test their consensus models. Great, whatever, man. I don't care. I know it's not about our money, but like I said, there wasn't any onboardings today, or else obviously I'd have told you that. So let's just see what else they're up to. And all right, IOTA Chrysalis upgrade is going to bring a new experience, and so we read about that. Chrysalis is the big deal with IOTA to make it truly decentralized. All the decentralized fanatics are happy, right? And so, great. And then finally, U.S. banks ask for clarity by the OCC, and so you can see the OCC, the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency here in America, unleashed our banksters to offer custody if they want. But as you can see, the banksters are a little hesitant still. They want full clarity amongst all our regulatory bodies, right? Like I said, okay, the OCC said the OCC says I can custody stuff. That's fine, but what if the SEC says, "Oh, you're not allowed to custody that, though"? Right? Hold on, sorry. Right? So you have to have, how do you put this? Each regulatory body has its own jurisdiction, but you need to have them agreeing on what the laws are and the rules are. So, for instance, okay, let's. I'm going to say something. This is totally crazy and insane, but just so you understand. So, if the federal law here in America says, yeah, you're not allowed to kill people. Yeah, but I don't know. Here in Florida, say they come out with a law here in Florida that says, sure, yeah, go blow someone's head off if you feel like it. Obviously, this is complete fantasy, what I'm saying to you. But just so you get the picture of what I'm trying to get to you at, right? Well, by Florida law, you'd be completely legal to go blow away your neighbor. but by federal law, not so much. And so that's what the banksters are saying. They're saying like, well, actually, hold on. I'll say it in a better way. Let me say it in a better way. Sorry, because the OCC and the SEC are both federal agencies. That's right. So let me say this in a better way. Imagine hold on. Let me think about how to say it. Imagine here in America, the FBI said, hey, we don't mind if you blow people's heads off. All right, that's not a good example. All right. I can't think of one. But anyway, the point being is, though, because they're two federal organizations. I'm trying to think of two federal organizations, but I can't think of one. So, all right. Oh, man, that would be funny. But, and so basically people are saying, oh, so let's go back to the Florida and the federal one. So Florida lets you kill people, but your federal government doesn't. Well, you need clarity. Can I or not? Can I kill this fuckstick or not? And that's basically what the banksters are doing while they're asking questions. All right, you're letting me custody this crypto, but yeah, you're letting me, but what if this guy doesn't let me, right? So that'd be the same as, well, sure, I know the Florida law lets me blow people away. And actually here in Florida, you can blow people away. We have a law called stand your ground laws. Yeah, I could blow you away. You have to prove that the prosecutor has to prove that I wasn't in danger. Yeah, or I get away with it. Florida's fucked up. But anyway, that's basically what the banksters are saying. They're saying, okay, thank you, OCC. You've said we can custody crypto, but let's get real. They want to hear it from the SEC. You know what I mean? That's fucking just stop playing games with it. The SEC is the big dog, the big regulator on the block when it comes to the money in America. And so, some of the banksters are a little worried. And so, like I told you, the banksters, it ain't like the movies, like how you see them in the movies. These guys are nerds. They're a bunch of fucking accountants. These are people who've never smoked a joint in their life, okay? Like, it's not the movies, man. It's not the movies. And so anyways, that's what's going on, all right? So that's what's going on. All right, and so what does that all mean, Shomari? So what it means is amazing in that, well, you're not going to ask for clarity if you don't care, are you? Like if you say to me, Shomari, I don't know, you can go shoot heroin now. It's legal. Well, I'm not going to ask you about it because I'm not going to shoot some heroin, am I? But if you say, Shomari, you can smoke weed. I'll be, really? In a paper? In a pipe? In a bong? How? All the ways or what? Right? I want clarity. Is it always legal or just in a paper? Or can I also smoke it in the bong? What about the dabs? Is that good? Is that, you know what I mean? I want regulatory clarity. That's the good way to say this argument. That's the good way to say it. Right here in America, right? Some states you can smoke weed, some states you can't. Gotta have that fucking regulatory clarity. You don't want to be walking down the street, I don't know, in Mississippi, have some fucking redneck cop fucking do something to you. All right. So you get the point. All right. Let's go. I'm sorry. I'm having too much fun now. All right. Let's chill it and kill it. Let's get you back to your wives and lives. Subscribe below. Press the bell. You get an automatic notification when I do the show. Greatest show on earth. Bye. Greatest show in the multiverse. My name's Shomari Clarke. Love talking money. Bye. Love talking crypto. Look. It's the favorite time of my day. And so, thanks for having me in your home, wherever you are. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully with some onboardings or some, it was a little different day. No onboardings, no real stuff. But hopefully we'll have some better stuff tomorrow. So, so subscribe here. Boom. Press the button. Watch this video here. Bang. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. My name is Shomari Clarke. I am always on duty. Bang! Watching that money. Yes. Over and out.